Hey everyone, welcome to today's explainer. Let's just dive right into it. Today we're doing something a little bit different, but I promise you it is absolutely fascinating. We're taking an incredibly brief, highly repetitive children's song, Yeah from Cocomelon, about a first bike ride, and we're going to crack it wide open to reveal the profound psychological journey hidden right there in its lyrics. We're basically breaking down what is essentially a micro-epic. So, what can a few simple lines of a toddler cartoon actually teach us about the universal journey of overcoming fear? Well, quite a lot, actually. This isn't just about a kid playing out in the driveway. We're looking at a high-stakes hero's journey here. It's literally a masterclass in resilience and self-efficacy, brilliantly condensed into just a few catchy verses.
Section 1. The Quest for Independence. Establishing autonomy at the starting line.
You know, every epic quest begins with a call to adventure, right? And here, it's the very first phase of our protagonist's emotional journey. We see this massive initial burst of motivation, this deep-seated desire to just break away from adult assistance and step bravely out into the unknown. Our protagonist declares, "I can do this on my own. It's time to go, and I just know I can do it on my own." The absolutely crucial point here is that absolute certainty embedded in the phrase, "I just know." There is literally zero hesitation in that thought. And listen to how "on my own" is repeated. That's the ultimate goal. It's not just about learning the physical mechanics of riding a bike, it's about the emotional autonomy of doing it entirely without help.
And it's really cool how the protagonist gears up for this. They're actively constructing their own self-image. They explicitly declare they're not scared, they identify as a big kid, and they assert that they're really brave. They're essentially putting on emotional armor to protect themselves against this huge impending challenge.
Section 2. Managing the fear. The psychology of emotional regulation. Now, just asserting that you're brave doesn't mean the fear magically vanishes. Real bravery requires acknowledging and actively managing that underlying anxiety. And the song actually lays out a literal, step-by-step psychological framework for this. Step 1, decide to go. Step 2, take a deep breath. Step 3, take it slow. And step 4, feel great. It is absolutely incredible how effectively this mirrors actual clinical grounding techniques for anxiety. The text gives the listener a perfectly structured coping mechanism. A deep breath in. I'll take it slow. Notice how the actual pacing of the words themselves forces you to regulate and just calm down. The protagonist is using a highly effective physical act, taking that deep breath, to cognitively reframe a genuinely scary task into something that is easy and fun. It's an active, real-time psychological shift happening right there in the lyrics.
We can actually map these incredibly brief lyrics directly onto a linear progression. We've got the start, marked by the declaration, "It's time to go," then the breath, where they say, "I'll take it slow," the ride itself, recognized with, "I'm almost done," and finally, the finish, "I did it." The text structurally moves the writer and us, the audience, through the distinct phases of a high-stakes quest.
Section 3. The Power of Repetition. Building an internal mantra for success. Okay, now we're shifting focus to the lyrical climax of the song. At this stage, the text gets incredibly repetitive, but that repetition isn't just filler, it serves as a powerful psychological engine designed to literally push the writer forward. "I'm not scared, not today, I can do it, hooray." This specific stanza recurs throughout the piece, and what's really interesting here is the phrase, "not today." Think about what that implies. It's a subtle acknowledgement that, hey, fear might exist on other days and that's normal, but the protagonist is actively, consciously choosing bravery for this specific, isolated moment in time.
And then, bam, we hit the central affirmation of the entire text. I can do it. This right here is the foundational belief that anchors the whole shebang.
Then it evolves. Yes, I can do it. Notice how just adding that simple little word, yes, acts as a huge fortifier? It reinforces that internal belief, building momentum as those pedals start to turn.
I can do it! The text literally bombards us with this phrase over and over in rapid succession. It perfectly simulates that frantic, wobbly pedaling and that massive rush of pumping adrenaline. You can almost feel the physical speed increasing right through the lyrics.
Yes, I can do it. This overwhelming repetition is just brilliant. It's designed to be so loud and so constant that it effectively drowns out any lingering doubt or fear in the protagonist's mind. There is simply no cognitive room left for anything other than success.
Section 4. The Final Victory. Crossing the Threshold into Independence.
So, the frantic pedaling is finally stabilized, and the physical and emotional ordeal is coming to a successful close. I'm almost done, I'm feeling great because I'm a big kid who's really brave. This perfectly signals the shift from fear and frantic effort right into pure exhilaration. It validates all those earlier affirmations. The protagonist is now officially claiming the hard-earned title of a big kid.
And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate transformation. We go from the belief and potential of "I can do it" to the actuality and success of "I did it." It's such a critical yet simple grammatical shift, moving from future potential, the can-do, straight to past tense reality, the did. That single word change represents a massive leap in self-efficacy.
La, I did it. La, I did it. La, I did it. The song ends with this pure, repetitive joy. The sheer volume of "I did it" at the end completely mirrors the magnitude of the accomplishment. The quest is complete, independence has been achieved, and it just feels absolutely incredible. Which leaves us with this final thought for today. Next time you face a daunting new challenge, will you remember the profound power of taking a deep breath and simply telling yourself, "I can do it"? It's honestly amazing how the emotional tools embedded in a simple cartoon bike ride apply so directly to our own daily hurdles. You really can conquer your fears, one deep breath and one repetitive mantra at a time. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.